Gmail does a pretty good job of keeping spam out of your inbox and marking it and putting it into the spam folder, but it's not perfect. So there's times when you're going to want to identify items as spam, and Google will learn from that. And there's going to be times when you need to check your spam folder to make sure there's nothing that is in your spam folder that is actually valuable email. So for example, I'm looking at my inbox and this is a message that I don't want. I want to call it spam. So just by clicking on the checkbox, then I go up here to this icon and I click it, and it just says it's been marked as spam. Notice it's gone. So by clicking that, it removes it and it marks it as spam. Another way, let's say for example, you open up an email because you're not really sure what it is. You can open it up, you read it and say, oh, this is just not anything I'm interested in. You could do the same thing here and click on spam. Sometimes you'll get this message where you can just report spam, or you can report spam and unsubscribe. That just means that this sender has you on a subscription list. So you can either, if you just report spam, it'll delete it from your inbox. But if you report spam and unsubscribe, in theory, it will take you off that subscription list. So in this case, I'm going to click on this. Again, you'll notice it's no longer listed here. Now the other side of the equation is what happens when Google marks things as spam that shouldn't be spam. So over here in your left-hand column, you'll notice there's a spam folder or label. And if you don't see it here, you can go down here and click more. There's a video you could watch on labels that will help you manage labels if you'd like. But we're going to look at the spam label. And these are all the messages that Google identified as spam. Now as I look through these, I'm thinking it did a pretty good job. There is nothing that looks real to me. But let's just say, for example, I know Anna, and I know this is not spam. I can click on it, and I can click this button up here, which is not spam. When I click on not spam, it is going to put it in my inbox. So then I can go back to my inbox, and if I go down to March 20th, and I see this message right here, the one that I just marked as not spam. Actually, it is spam, so I'm going to mark it as spam. And I will unsubscribe again. But back to your spam folder or label, it's really important to check this because there are times, especially now when we just started this Gmail transition, where parent emails may end up in spam, or other folks that you deal with on a regular basis. So it's important, at least for starters, to check spam pretty often to train Google as to what is and is not spam for you. The other thing you can do is, if you're looking through all these and you realize nothing in here is of any value, you could click right here, delete all spam messages now. You can also click this box here, the select box, and notice what it does is it selects every single message in the spam box, and I could say delete forever. Now, I still have a bunch left, so I could go up here and say delete all spam messages now. So that's the other way to do this. And I'm going to say OK. So there we have it. That's a little bit about dealing with spam in Gmail.